Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over and seeing what I'm doing in my craft room today. I'm gonna finish this book and do a little flip through of it, but before I do that, there's a pocket that I did not finish. I forgot it as I was going through and doing stuff, but I wanted to make this Glue Book by Fives pocket insert with this method because I've done the whole book with one step each, as mostly. Okay, I started off doing just page at a time, but I went through, and the Glue Book by Fives is an adaptation from Shannon Green's Art Journaling by Five. Basically, you take 5 steps and whatever the steps you want to make them, okay? Mine were script, a single color background, a focal point, black and white accents, and words. Those were the things that I chose to work on in my book, but you can choose whatever you like. And how this method goes is you take the first thing and you go through all the pages and do a little bit of that on every page. The next thing is you do the single color background on every page, and then focal point on every page, and then black and white accents on every page, and words on every page. So you're breaking it down, and the purpose of doing it like this, there is a method to this madness, is to just get you out of your comfort zone. Try not to think too much as this process is happening. But it really, I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but as you can see, these pages, once do the flip through, pretty cool. But I wanted to go through and do a little example with just using one thing. I just found a piece of paper that would fit in the pocket that I'm going to do, and my friend gave me a bunch of magazines. So I took this Better Homes and Gardens. You can see I've already started chopping it up, but I wanted to go through it with you and just do this really quick. I'm going to set this over there, but I've tabbed a few things so I can kind of show you what can happen. So as I'm looking through a magazine, I'm looking for background colors. You know, I've got blue here for sure, grays, white, black and white on here. So I've got colors there, definitely red. This could be a green background. This is going to be orange background right down here on this section. Even though that there's words on there, it can still be background color. And let's see. And then focal points, I was looking for focal points. These little pictures here, these two right here, could be a focal point. And there's lots of other things in here. This plant could be a focal point. What did I choose this for background color? What did I do here? As I'm flipping through, you can just see the colors. White for a background color. So I'm going to do one side that and one side another. And there were some focal points back here too, like her. That right there could be a focal point. You know, it can be whatever you like it to be. This could be a focal point depending on the size of your surface that you're getting to work on. Any one of these pictures could be a focal point. So you can go through a magazine. Now I love this, texture. I love that. That's going to get ripped out and put in my collage binder for texture eventually. So there's just lots of options in here. Look at that yellow. How fun. So I'm going to go through and just I'm going to use this page. I'm just going to rip out the whole page. And I'm just going to glue on top of this because I can. So I have my ruler standing by that I can just rip from. But my first thing, actually, stop, Liz, everything. First thing I do is script. So I need to take some script off of here somewhere. Let me so I know I'm going to use this color. So I'll set that aside. Let's do that first. Silly. Oh, funny. And pink, look at all that pink. So there's a lot of letters on this. So let's just tear. I like these letters right here too, these yellow letters. And colors doesn't matter. Even though I'm going to use a white on here, I think I like having different kinds of script on the backgrounds. Oh, there's some colored words right there. And some black and white. So I'm just going to glue these pieces of text on here first in different places. And I'm using Elmer's Extra Strength glue sticks. And I'm not going to overthink. This is me not overthinking. I'm going to skip this step though. Some teacher I am. Let's go up here with some color upside down. And I want to make it so this, you can't really read it, but you just have the idea of some letters. Let's get a little more. Just slap it on there somewhere. Okay, and then the next step is, and watch me throw this to the bin, to the dustbin. I'm not going to look at the back. And then for this, let's get the white off. That didn't rip very well. Let's see. And I like the word home. Let's keep that for another day. In my, I have my little bin here for words and stuff. So I'm just gonna start tearing. Ooh, I like that yellow too. I really like that. And then you just start going to town. Ripping and tearing. If you would like to cut, you can do that as well. I like having a little ruler handy so that I can use it to push edges off, pull off edges. And I'll clean it up with the scissors at the end. And perfect is not anything that has to happen on this, because you're going to cover up pieces of other sections of it with your focal point, your black and white accents, and for me, those are my choices that I have decided to use. So it doesn't have to be completely covered up if you don't want it to be. If you like something on the background of your page that is showing through, then by all means leave it, because this is your journey. I'm just showing you how I do it. And what I've found is the not overthinking part of it that's been the surprise for me. Is things are turning out fun even when I'm not giving it a whole lot of thought. I'm finding out that my eye, what I see and what I like, is becoming easier to discern, to determine. I don't want to cover up all my words here. Let's only do part of this. So it's like I can look faster. I can decide quicker what I like and what I don't like in my stash of stuff. So that is something that was kind of a happy surprise as I was working on this. All that white. Okay. Whoa, it's Sticky, sticky. Okay, so there's that part. Set those aside. And I have also taken my, let me wipe it down, taken my, some other magazines, and I've ripped them up and made folders, file folders of the different colors. Now, the rest of those, this will probably go in black and white or the yellow. I'm not quite sure. I don't have a beige one or a tan one. Now, well, there's some greens in there too, so that's kind of an interesting thing. What's my next step? So I did the script, single color background. Now I need a focal point. So let's go to, that would be fun. Let's just do one of these. And I'm going to get my, I could tear out the whole page, but I want this one right here. So I have my craft knife set out, but you can use an X-Acto knife or just cut it with your scissors, however you like. No worries. Any way will do. Oops. Is that going to work? I'll trim it up. I will trim it up and it will be awesome. My scissors are a mess. All the things with glue, I need to clean them off after my session here. Need to do that every now and then. Just gonna trim off the brown edges on this. And again, I'm thinking in my brain, okay, is this really gonna go on this background? And I'm thinking it will. I'm gonna make it. And that's just how it's gonna be. So I'm doing that. And so how I have, yes, I just stick it down in the middle. I'm covering up a pretty flower there. Sticking it in the middle and not doing all the edges because I'm going to get my black and white out. I'm going to grab my coloring book here. Look at all this fun. Let's use this since we've got some sort of a sharp edge, not sharp edge, but some fun stuff right there. Let's play with this. See what happens. Okay. What should I do? I'll go top. Is this black and white or white and black? Should have been timing myself here. Let's move that aside. That's dangerous. And then I need to glue this. Just use the back here. And I'm just tucking it underneath the back of it. Okay, how straight is that? Oh, let's bring you down. Okay, that's mostly secure. And then I come back and I glue in the places where I didn't glue. Get all the edges and the insides. And then I come back with some words. So let's see. Got my little bin here. I've got this one's better. This one's got smaller ones. I've got so many words. Look at these cute little sweeties. Pick one without too much fanfare. Cut it crooked or straight if you really want to get, be cool about it. Okay, and then there. Page done, because that was my last step. First step was the script. Second step was the single color background, and I chose this white gray type of color. And then the focal point, the black and white, and the word. And that's all there is for the process. And I will do the other side a different time, but I wanted to do a little flip through of my book and then call it good. You guys have been so great with your comments on this. It's just been so fun sharing this with you. I'm so happy that I figured it out. And again, one of these days I'm going to come up with my own idea, because this is not mine. It's Shanna Green's. But I've adapted it to make it for Glue Books. So let's just go on in. The book is made out of envelopes, and it is 5 3, it's just like a 6 by 9. It's 5 3/4 by 9. 3-hole pamphlet stitch, only one signature, 38 pages, 40 including the cover, and then I've got the pockets and stuff. So yeah, so on here is just a bunch of scraps and stuff. I added some stickers and a title with some old stickers, and used brads and some elastic for a closure. So let's move things a little bit so it's not, I've got a mess. One thing that this does is bring a lot of things out onto your desk. Okay, all right. So for this, I added my 5 steps right here in a little flip, because I didn't before. So on every page has all the steps on it. So see if you can spot things as I'm going through. I don't like my glare. Is that better? That helps a little. Okay. So there she is in all her glory. And I'll go back and finish this card up and put it in the pocket. And so that's it for this book. Wow, you guys, just so much fun doing this one. And I've learned a lot about myself too. Not overthinking and being okay with results that may or may not be awesome. Not every page is a masterpiece, right? And we got to let go sometimes when we don't think it's good enough or it's not quite there. But I think this process, like I was saying before, it's helped me find what I like faster because I am not overthinking. So give it a try, you guys. Find your 5 things, whatever you think might be fun for you to use. I mean, there's so many ways you could go on this. You can go to Shannon Green's glue booking by 5s from way back and find suggestions on that, or just look around and see what you've got. You know, these are just what I chose. If you've got painted papers, maybe you want to use that for one of your steps, or what else? Black and white markings. Use pens. Get pens out and play with those. Or watercolor. You could use paints. You could use book pages. You know, there's so many ways you can go. These are just what I chose. So I hope you guys give it a try. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm happily surprised by what turned out from all of this stuff. And the same thing happened with the art journaling by 5s 2 years ago. I was really surprised at what came about of each page. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're getting a chance to be created, and I hope this sparks something in you to figure out what your intrinsic values are. I'm learning, and thanks for coming along with on the journey with me. I appreciate that, and I love your comments and your likes, and yeah, we're having a good time, aren't we? We'll see you next time in the YouTube verse, and I pray you're having a great day. Take care, everyone, and as always, God bless. Bye-bye.